If you find yourself stuck between the past and the future, and you find yourself thinking about the past a lot or thinking about the future a lot, that steals the moment from you. That steals the presence from you. And you will find that there will be negative emotions attached to your stagnation, which creates depression if you are thinking about the past, regrets, shame, whatever else that there is in the past. And we're talking about the bad parts especially, because obviously every person has a past of some kind, things that they regret, or mistakes, or things that was done that was unfair by others or themselves. Or if you find yourself anxious, which is basically you being stuck in the future, what you want to do, where you are in life, where that's taking you, your goals, your plans. That is unhealthy, okay? And it wastes the moment that you are in currently. So you waste the present moment for things that you cannot change or things that didn't happen yet. And so you need to take yourself out of that. And part of being in the mindfulness state is to be in the present moment, okay? And there are ways that you can bring yourself back from the past or the future. And this is something that I practice myself. If you find yourself in the past, or the future, it doesn't have to be the past alone, the past or the future, and you find yourself being lost in that, then here is something you can do in order to make it better. How do I start it? Okay, so imagine I am in the past or I am in the future, and I'm feeling all these emotions that are unnecessary and that are infused by fear or regret, okay? And so what I will do is I will notice myself. The first thing that you need to do when you want to solve a problem is acknowledge that there is a problem. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. I bring awareness to my current state of being stagnant or stuck in the past or the future. After I do that, I do something then. Okay, so first awareness, then do something. When I do something, or what the action is after the awareness that comes from being stuck in the past or the future, is that I will be present in the body, meaning I will feel things that I'm feeling right now, not of the past, not emotions that are attached to the past or the future. What I mean by that, I will go back to my senses. What do I feel on my skin? What is my hand touching? The texture, the color. I will notice things that are in the room. I will notice things that are around me. For example, if I'm on the walk and I think about the past or the future, I will notice the surroundings, notice the bird chirping or the trees and the leaves just, making this little dance in the wind. I will fall into the moment and be immersed by it. And you can use your senses to do that, or your out-of-body experience to do that. Meaning you become the thing that you're looking at, you become the thing that you hear, you become the thing that you touch. There is no attachment or judgment or analysis of any kind that is part of the experience, okay? So you basically stop the mind from thinking what you're looking at, but only look at it, okay? And in doing so, you become in the moment. It's almost like an autistic or a, if you, for example, if you look at what you perceive as insane people, they don't care what others think. They don't care what they think of themselves. They just act. They just act in the moment of acting, okay? And for the sake of acting. So kind of be like that, kind of be in the moment, so much so that you are not judging what you're doing and not judging what others could judge you for or judge you about. So, for example, I'll give you an example. I think yesterday or the day before, I was in the gym, okay? I was in the gym and, I was working out, and suddenly I got distracted by my thoughts about the future. While I'm working out, I'm thinking about the future, my future plans, goals, and so on. And I noticed myself doing that and slowly started to become anxious because of these thought patterns. And so what I did is, okay, so I am doing that. I am thinking about the future and it's giving me anxiety. It's giving me negative energy. And so what I did is bring awareness to it, acknowledge it, acknowledge that I've done that. And then I was listening to music at the time, okay, and I was working out. And so what I did for the action after the awareness is I was listening to the music so much that I ended up, like tapping my feet and, kind of like feeling the beats of the music. And I started like a little bit of a dance in the middle of the gym. And there are people. And I didn't care. Now, you might think, oh, you're so confident, I could never do that. It's not about confidence. It's about losing yourself in the moment, that you do not care or that you are free of the judgment of yourself and others. Okay? So when you can do that, you are truly in the moment, because the moment is free of judgment. Whatever judgment that you have understood or that you have identified with is something that was taught to you in the past. Okay, so whatever we judge, whatever we analyze, it's always based on past information, and that is not part of the moment. You see what I mean? The purest example to this is look at a child. A child will do whatever they feel like, the child will do whatever they feel like, not because, they're crazy or they are just a child, but because the child is free from judgment. The child is free from the past prejudice. And it doesn't have experience. And the experience most of the time sticks with us, especially if it's something bad. And we carry that judgment. We carry that type of behavior that we carry in adulthood. Okay. So whenever you see yourself judging yourself in the moment, you're not quite in the moment. Okay, so when I was kind of like tapping my feet and dancing and feeling the beat and the music, I knew I was in the moment because I was ridding myself of the judgment of myself and the judgment of others of my behavior. And it made me feel good. It made me feel and get in touch again with my senses. And this is the moment. This is what it feels like to be in the moment. Okay. And I wasn't judging. It's like you can also go out of body, but that's almost like another level of being in the moment. So after you become so good that you become in your body, you can also be in the moment outside of your body. And with that, it comes like you need a bit of practice. Okay. You need to be so used to being in the moment that you can become the watcher of the body. And if you do that, let me tell you, that is a skill that you have mastered, the skill of being in the moment. And this is how you basically bring back your energy to the moment and fully be present. The mindfulness that the shamans and whatever else yoga teachers that teach you in meditation to silence the mind is kind of like that. It's basically all about being in the moment. And if you think, what's the point? Well, I mean, you've got a bit of research to do. So I hope this helps you. Remember, practice makes perfect.